when you're open for it, it can help to push your boundaries far more away than you even thought it would be.
You're listening to the Streamline Success Show. I'm your host, Dagmar Schuld. In this podcast, we talk about how AI and automation can help busy coaches like you simplify their online businesses. We share practical advice that you can start using immediately. Hello to another episode of the Streamline Success Show. Today I have with me Esther Yagi Ebby. And Esther is an author, somehow an artist. She does songwriting and she paints and some other things. And she is an AI trainer. So we have her with us today because she recently wrote a book. And the book is The Creativity Booster. And in the Creativity Booster, she explains people how to find back to their creativity. So welcome to the show, Esther.
Yeah, thank you, Dagmar. Thank you for having me. Really
You're
nice.
so, you're so welcome. Can you share a little bit about your journey, how this all came together? So you started in marketing, I think, and then everything. No, not
No,
okay.
not even that. No. Sorry. Yeah, I have done a lot of different jobs. It started when I was really young with my mom. She had really a hand to handcrafting. That was the first kick. So I really love to handcraft and sewing and knitting and all this stuff around hand. And when it came to choose a job or an education, I went to a school who built me up to get a kindergarten teacher. And that was my first job, actually. And I also produced my own songs. And then the next job, and I was able to do a school of designer. So I was trained to build up clothes, but it's a hard job. And I couldn't find a job in the area of Switzerland. So what was really close to design clothes was to sell clothes. And then at the end, I was in Geneva and had there a flagship store. And at that time, I have thought that I have to study economics. I went then to Shell. I was then in the marketing area.
Cool. So you have done a lot of things. I see.
Yeah.
So, but what made you decide to become an AI trainer? So, beside all the things you already did.
Yeah, so I started last year. I have read about, you can do pictures in Midjourney. There is a training, and I followed this training, which kept me really busy since now. So I'm every day in that tool. I'm every day trying prompts, build up nice pictures. And when you explore a tool like that, it's first of all, it's mind-blowing because you couldn't imagine that you put a text in a tool and afterwards you will receive a picture. So this area of mind-blowing, it still sticks on it. Even when I have worked now over a year with that tool, it's still mind-blowing. And around May, I think, I stumbled upon a video from Raphael of the AI Institute, and he showed in his teaser some tools where I have thought, no, that's not possible. So I followed this workshop for free. And at the end, he also has mentioned that you can explore or you can follow a training to get AI trainer. And because I already was in a transition that I have thought I need something new. I have to leave the company to really calm down a little bit and to rethink my purpose for the next 10 years where I'm being in the working area. So rethink really what I'd like to do. And because AI trainer or the AI area, it really kept me wondering and pushing me. I have thought this would be really a perfect fit.
Yeah, I think it is. So I saw a few of your pictures online. You're really a creative person. What do you think? How did AI boost your own creativity? In which way did it that?
So I think it gave me the possibility to, even when I had desires, so I had the desire to write a book for children. I had the desire also, oh, it would be cool to have a song listed on Spotify, for instance. And I mean, till then, I only have made children's songs. So I haven't made adult songs or so I knew that I can do songs, I can play instruments, but it was never in such an area that I have thought that I can do it in such kind of a quality that I can sell them. And AI has really pushed my boundaries and my thinking. I was really blocked and the boundaries break up completely. This was AI helped me to get over this block or these boundaries and told me that it's possible to do.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
that's also the reason why I have also as a memory for me, my two books that I have launched in June, July, to give me the visual, hey Esther, it's possible. Believe it, it's possible,
Yeah.
like that.
So this is awesome. And you just mentioned something really big, which is that creativity can get you unstuck. And I think that is really important for my audience. So coaches often feel stuck somehow. And how can they use AI to get out of this stuckness, out of the
Yeah.
box, like you said?
I mean, sometimes, or as I see, sometimes I feel a little bit alone with my ideas. And what I have seen now, which I also use every day, is ChatGPT. So when I have an idea and I would like to have some kind of reflection or enlarge the idea, I use really ChatGPT. So also, for instance, a trainer or a coach, when he will be stuck in some area, I only can recommend, I mean, you can use somebody else, you can use a person to discuss your point, but when you don't have a person available at the moment, use ChatGPT. So ask the question, where are your blockage? And then you have a counterpart. Ask him or she, please help me on this theme. And he will provide you information, ideas, and then you can go in a discussion. You can also say, I don't like this feedback. Do you have some other inspirational thoughts? So it's really like a discussion.
Yeah, that's so true. So I've experienced that myself. And in the beginning, you think you use ChatGPT to write something. Let's say, write me a blog post about a specific topic or write a social media post, but it can do so much more. So it can be a partner in a discussion and get you new insights and things. That's totally right. Yeah.
And I think also give this counterpart meaningful information and don't think, yeah, it's like a typewriter. It's more than that because when you're open for it, it can help to push your boundaries far more away than you even thought it would be.
How could a coach or a course creator, for example, leverage that in course creation to be more creative or, yeah, be more creative first?
Yeah. I mean, I'm now also a trainer and a course creator, and I would give him, first of all, some kind of information about me, myself, also the style, how I would like that the course is set up. So, what kind of brand voice do I have in general? How I would like to communicate to my workshop participant. And I would also give him a workshop that I have done, and I would train, for instance, GPT with my content that I already have built up. But it's really important that when I have the thought that I'm somewhere stuck at the moment, that I would start like that, that I would say, you are my workshop creator. So I give him a specific role that he has to apply. And then I would tell him, till now I have done what you have received as information, but I'm stuck and I would like to build up, for instance, a more creative way to build up the workshops, or I would add new themes to it. Could you help me to explore the new themes? So, as I said, I would start to give him some kind of information about what I have done till now, that he also does not come up with the same idea that I already have done. So he has really to come up with new ideas, or new ideas which matches the already existing workshops, that I can fill it up with more sparks. That would be my recommendation.
Thank you. And then there is another aspect to course creation. So there are people with different learning styles. We talked about that in a former talk. Can you support that with AI? So some people like to listen to things, some people like to see things. So you need to have a mix in your learning material so that everybody really gets what you want to
Yeah.
get over to them.
Yeah, it's really around the toolbox. People are learning with different methods. As you have mentioned, listening, reading, doing, really by hand, or reading. And some have a mixture of everything. When you're doing workshop, I would really recommend and highlight, not everybody is learning in the same style or same method, and that you have added different kind of techniques in the workshop to build up these different methods. And yes, you can ask ChatGPT as well to integrate different methods or learning styles into the workshop materials. I would really also highly recommend to do this, that also everybody came out from the workshop and could say, I have learned something in my style of learning or in my method of learning. It will get people more successful than to use what they have learned, because they have learned it in their style.
I think sometimes people even do not know that they have a preferred style. They just get you and they don't know why it is because you
Yes.
have put in something very special that other people might not do, for example.
Yes, sometimes I really think perhaps it would be good to explore the style of learning even when you are a child. And also for
Yeah.
teachers, it would be important to know different styles, different methods, how they would like that children's learning. So I know I have to feel it, to do it,
Yes.
and then it sticks. And others are good when they only listen to the teacher,
Yeah.
which for me it was really hard.
Yeah, for me too. I'm very visually, so I always need to see things, and even better if you make it a process diagram, something like that, so I see how this all works, or an overview of something that really works for me. And
Yeah.
I know When I was a kid, my brother was a little bit challenged at school. So when he got off from school, he started an apprenticeship, and there he really blossomed. So his bosses, they were very proud of him and always praising him for what he was doing. So there he got the thing that he never got at school. So he was praised for something.
Yeah, I mean, when you see a lot of people who are really exceeded in their profession, often they stop the school earlier than normal. And this is also something which surprised me on one hand, but on the other hand, also showing up that you always have a second chance.
Yeah.
School sometimes is really hard,
Yeah.
but you always get a second chance to find your profession, to find what really brings joy in your life. And I think
Yes.
this is a key topic that you need to fulfill in your life, is to have fun and joy in your life and to spark joy if it's possible.
Yes, it's so important. So we need to have fun in what we do. Otherwise, life will not be very nice to us.
Yeah.
Do you think that I and creativity techniques maybe can help that people can remember what they learned better and have a deeper access to knowledge?
So on one hand, I think AI can really help to widen up the view. This is one thing. And often when I look now, sticking on the book that I have written, or that I and me has written, because
Yeah.
it was also with the support and help with AI, it helped to find me, for instance, the themes that I wanted in the chapters to have. I mean, I explained what I would like to build up with the book and that I would like to integrate some training material. And AI helped me really to structure the book and also with the content. Creativity, as I mentioned also in the book, creativity is not only for musicians and artists. Creativity is for everybody. And I would like really to highlight here that a lot of people are saying, I'm not creative. Even this morning, I had a discussion with a person, and she told me that the girlfriend has said, I'm not creative, but she started now to paint. And you see this combination between I'm not creative, but I started to paint already shows up how you mix things together. So creativity goes only with painting or music, but this is not the fact. Creativity is for everybody. Even when you do not paint, you can be creative. For instance, when you are making your dinner and you have done it always in a specific way, and you say, no, today I will do it on a different way. This is already creative because you create something. And this could be a dish, this could be, I told her how you go out of your bed. Perhaps you go always on the left side out of your bed, but today you're going out of the bed on your feet, so in front of the bed. So it's a way to create something. And I would really highlight to be here more open-minded and use creativity in a different way that you ever have used till now.
Yeah.
Then is already an eye opener.
Yeah, and it doesn't have to be things that you do with your hands. You can even use it for problem solving. That is something that we all need in our work, I think. So we often stumble upon blocks where we don't know how to go on, and we need then to be creative and find another way, as you did with your books. So can you show us the books? So our listeners won't see that, but we have a video podcast too, so they can see your books there, and these are really pretty, so nice.
So I also have, so One of the book, that was the first one, and it's a book where children can use their creativity. Here now really it's painting and fill it up like they want, and it's everything under the water. So this
Nice.
was my first book. And then the second book was Stella and
Magic,
the
the magic
Magic
show.
Shell. Yeah, exactly. So this one is also in English available on Amazon, and it's about Stella.
Nice. So the pictures are really great. So our listeners can't see that, but these
Yeah,
are awesome. And you did that with AI?
yes,
Nice.
perhaps I do have here another.
Yeah, this is so nice.
So this is done with Midjourney. I downloaded the pictures and then uploaded to Canva and use Canva to really build also the book and integrate it. So remake the pictures also a little bit more children or more book related. So I didn't use the picture one-to-one, so Midjourney, and didn't make any adaptation. So I did really adaptation on Canva to get the book done.
Nice. So this could be a great thing for coaches too. So not to write a children's book necessarily, but to have a book or a workbook available for clients. So, and you can do this very easily with AI. And if you want to print it, you can use Kindle Desktop Publishing, KDP, as you did. But even if you don't publish it, you can be very creative and create awesome things for clients so that they get more out of the coaching.
Yeah, as you have mentioned exactly. I mean, also when you have an art and style of coaching, so something specific that's unique for you, think about, would you not make a book on it as for a theory that you promote? That's always possible, and there AI can help you to bring a book faster and even to life. That's something what you have mentioned before. And for to make the book more vivid, you can use AI tools that are making pictures to integrate in your book. And as well, if you do workbooks, I mean, tomorrow I will give a workshop for build up your own GPT. To do these workshops, I have also used Midjourney to create my pictures for the PowerPoint presentation. And I will do another workshop, first steps in Midjourney, and also there I have some examples. So a prompt is instruction, what I would like to have as a picture. And I have done the prompts, but also the pictures. And Midjourney gives me then the pictures, and I have used it for a workbook that I will give the people who joined the workshop, that they have something in their hands afterwards to go back and reread what they have learned. So for workshop books, it's also a perfect usage of the AI tools.
Yeah, that's nice. Just for my audience, they might not know that you can do your own GPTs. So we're talking about custom GPTs. Can you explain my audience what that means?
Yes, sure. So people who are using ChatGPT, they know they can enter some requests there and they receive answers. It's already there, really important that you really be specific what you would like to have. As I have mentioned before, give them a role. So say you're my content creator for my workshops, trainings. Also there, only in the normal ChatGPT, be as specific as possible. What I have mentioned, you can train ChatGPT on your person, your profession, and when you train, you go better to ChatGPT has a section means GPT, and there you can upload all your things that you think it's important to train the GPT, and also what you would like to bring out of this GPT you have to define. It's also a prompt. Normally it's a longer prompt, so a longer instruction of what you like to have out of it. As I have mentioned, you can upload informations, but then you can reuse it all the time and you don't have to train it anymore. Only if you have something new, you can add it again. But then you have a setup that's always the same. Means when I need to have all 2 weeks, for instance, a LinkedIn post or 3 LinkedIn posts, I can go into my GPT and say I need 10 or 3 or 1 new post for LinkedIn for this theme or for my company. Could you provide it to me?
Yeah.
That's the GPT. So it's really trained.
Sorry,
No
didn't
problem.
want to interrupt you. So it's a very special area for a specific topic and it does not go outside of this topic.
Exactly. What it's possible is if you would like, when you have your communication in that specific area, so in your GPT, I name it now, and you would like to add something, you can even ask them in the discussion, even when it's not trained, but you can add things in, but it's not trained, so it would not really stick in it, in my opinion. But for instance, when I would have now a GPT really trained on LinkedIn posts, and he has provided me a LinkedIn post, I could ask, could I use it also for, and then he would give me the information, yes, you can use it, or I make some adaptation because Facebook users are a little bit different.
Yeah. So my thought here is you could build a GPT for your coaching program. So you have all the information of your coaching program in there, and you could give your clients access to this GPT so that they can ask questions there, for example.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. Here, a suggestion I would then really be as general as possible. Means when different people use the GPT, it should be also trained not of a specific company information. So it should be trained for a wider audience.
Yeah. No, I was thinking about the coaching program. So I could feed it with my coaching program and people get all the information out of it if they access it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. So that would be a way for coaches to maybe use this too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
What I would like to highlight, it's not only ChatGPT who has such kind of things as a specific area of training materials. Also, for instance, Claude has the area of project, what you can use and train. And Perplexity has also something similar like that. So different provider has also different tools to get out similar output.
yes. Yes. So,
But G is the easiest one, I would say.
yeah, it is. And the most common, so people know it by now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what other AI tools can you recommend that you use daily or that you could recommend to others?
So yeah, ChatGPT we already have mentioned. Then Midjourney is for pictures. I use DALL-E. DALL-E is integrated in the paid version of ChatGPT. Sometimes I use DALL-E, but DALL-E is in the picture area in my opinion, not as good as Midjourney.
No.
Then in Germany, there is a company who has built up Flux AI, which has really, really good pictures. So the quality is quite similar to Midjourney. So as I have mentioned, Flux AI are really, really good. Leonardo, also a picture creating tool. Then for text, I also use Perplexity and Claude. Both I have mentioned before. Perplexity is really good in the area when you need actually where the content comes from. So they always indicate links where they get the information from. So this is really good when you really need hard facts, because AI tools can hallucinate. And when you really need facts, then Perplexity is a good tool. And then I use also tools to create videos. And there are two that I really like is Kling AI and Runway.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there are thousands
Yes,
more.
every day there are more.
Every day there are more, but I think when you start AI journey, get familiar to 2, 3 tools and understand how they work. I mean, it's always learning. Also for me, it's always new stuff, even in the tools that I already use. But first, when I have started AI trainer, I was really overwhelmed about the quantity of tools there on market, and I was also a little bit exhausted because I have thought I need to know all the tools that are popping up right now.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
And there is also one more tool we have tested out too in our journey to get AI trainer. It's Beautiful AI and
Oh, yeah.
Gamma.
Yeah.
And both are doing the same thing, means that you can integrate content, a website, and they build up a PowerPoint for you. They're a little bit different in the quality of the pictures they are integrated, which I prefer Beautiful AI use more real pictures, where Gamma is doing more creative style of pictures. But there I really prefer Beautiful AI in integrating pictures to the PowerPoint.
And it's a great way to build a presentation. So I haven't used Beautiful AI, but I have seen a lot of presentations in Beautiful AI. I used Gamma, but I was a little bit disappointed. So they make really great presentations from the get-go, but when you try to change something, it gets really difficult. And in the free version, you are only allowed to have 10 slides that are created automatically. And it's then hard to change things around. So I didn't do that anymore. So I went back to Canva. I love
Yeah.
Canva.
Yeah, I mean, me too. I did my presentation now also in Canva. I have used both Gamma and Beautiful AI in the trainer education times, but now I have Beautiful AI still the paid version, also only to show what it's possible. But I use Canva to do my presentation as well.
Yeah. Okay. Are there any last words you want to say to my audience that we didn't cover today?
Yeah, only have fun to explore AI.
That is important.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So thank you once again for having me. And as I have mentioned, have fun, start to try it out, be fearless. They won't bite,
Yes, right.
but they can bring a lot of joy.
Yeah, so true. So thank you so much for being here, Esther, and sharing your wisdom with us.
Yeah, you're really, really welcome. And all the best for you as well.
Yeah, for you too. Thank you and bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Streamline Success Show. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to subscribe, and to get access to today's show notes, head over to community.marketingunraveled.com. See you on the next episode.